You know, I look at this country, it's so dadgum screwed up. You know, they've tried to program people. I blame the big corporations and these big universities. You know, they've tried to program people like me to think that to make it big, you know, you've got to go to these big universities and get these fancy degrees, you know, and score high on these aptitude tests and personality tests and achievement tests and all that kind of crap. And that's so much bull, it's just ridiculous. I look at the special people I met in my life. I had lunch one day with Sam Walton, and if you put Sam Walton in a crowd of people out there, in every way, he looks just like an average, ordinary old farmer. You know, he's drives a pickup truck. You know, he's just average size. You know, he just dresses like average, ordinary people. You know, he just speaks in plain language. You know, he's not all that well educated, but if you cut him open, he's got a heart of a champion. And that's what we're looking for at Primerica. We're looking for people that want to be somebody. That was our motto when we founded A.L. Williams, was everybody wants to be somebody. We're looking for people that want to be somebody. They want to be somebody so dadgum bad, it's ridiculous. And if that's you, and if you're still looking for somewhere to do your thing, Primerica, this is the right company at the right place at the right dadgum time. Everything's in place. You know, today, from a pure business standpoint, is the perfect time to join Primerica because everything's in place. There's not one thing that's missing today in Primerica that you need to build a successful business. And I believe when you're building a business, your reputation is everything. If you don't do what's right, 100% of the time, you might get by for one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, but sooner or later they're gonna smell you out. You never have to worry about your reputation, you know, at Primerica. And I believe people want three things. When it gets down to it, people want three things in their business life. They want to be their own boss. Number two, they want to control their own destiny. They don't want anybody having their thumb on them and squeezing them like these big old corporations. And number three, they want to work. It's something they really believe in, that they can bet their life on. See, folks, people that look like us and come from where we come from, nobody's going to strike an oil well in your backyard. Just go look in the dadgum mirror, folks, and if you don't change, if you don't do something different, the next 5 to 10 years are going to look like just the last 5 or 10 years. Now, folks, wouldn't it be sad if you wind up and you're 60, 70, 80 years old and you look back at your life and you're just a sad, old, frustrated man or woman? Wouldn't that be sad? Well, folks, if you don't want to wind up that way, then you've got to take control of your destiny and you've got to change. You've got to change your dadgum life. You've got to decide right now if this is where you want to pitch your tent, this is where you want to build your legacy. And folks, if this is it, if you're not all you wanted to be at this point in your life, if you're frustrated right now where you are, but you want to change it, then folks, what I recommend is you go get off in a corner and you make a decision and you say, okay, I think this is it. You know, I'm going to trust these guys and I'm going to go for it. And folks, just get out there and leave it all on the dadgum field. That's what I used to ask my football players. I say, folks, at the end of this football game, I don't want to look back and you say, boy, if I'd just given it a little bit more effort. Folks, you don't win with those kind of thoughts. You got to leave it all on the dadgum field. Just go out there and try. Yes, it's going to be a risk. There are no guarantees, but everything is right. It's a magical moment, a magical time at Primerica. Just go out and try. Dadgummit, lay it all on the line, make 100% commitment, and don't look back 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now and say, man, I wish I'd tried. I wish I'd tried. Go try. Go try.